Christian has shown me something recently over the last few weeks that I've really noticed that I've even more so than Gabe or Reese ever did. And Gabe especially wants to please. Like he hates to disappoint people. He hates to get in trouble, cannot stand to get in trouble. But I've seen something in Christian lately where when he kind of got, you remember the story that I told a few weeks ago where the kids came running upstairs to tell me he had said Lord's name in vain and he just had that broken-hearted look on his face. Mm-hmm. But I've seen that in a lot of different ways. He's always coming over after when I say, Christian, don't do that. Simple and innocent enough thing to say, Christian, don't do that. It might not have been a big deal. And he'll come over, am I in trouble? And no, buddy, you're not in trouble. Just don't do that. Okay. He's really worried about not wanting to be in trouble. Yeah. But there have been 2 or 3 times that he has been in a little trouble. Okay. And when those times come, and I mean, there was one, I don't remember the exact situation, but he asked me straight, am I in trouble? And I said, yeah, you are in trouble. You could have punched him upside the face. It wouldn't have made his heart look any more broken than it did right then. And it was the most pitiful thing in the world. But at the same time, it was like, that's what I'm supposed to look like. That's what my sin's supposed to feel like. Yeah.
And I think
it's not because, he's going to hurt me or whatever. I mean, it was the disappointment. He did not want to disappoint me. It kills him to think that the person that he loves and idolizes and is chasing around like crazy
broke his heart.
And you can see that look on his face.
You got it. You nailed it. That's the same feeling that we are to have. Yeah. And that's that godly sorrow that Paul talks about in Corinthians, chapter 7 of 2 Corinthians, of that godly sorrow leads to repentance. It's not just being sorry. No, it's, man, I know what this did.
But I tell you what, as a dad, when you see that look on his face, you can't stay mad.
No, it's okay, I'm glad. It's one of
all you want to do is give him a hug and say, it's okay, bud.
And it's one of being thankful that he's got a soft heart towards that stuff. Because, listen, there are many youngin', I know some I can name. Man, there ain't no sorrow in that, man. They just mean.
Well, and you've seen the kid that you can tell them 100 times until they finally say, fine, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, that's way different than, I'm not even sure if Christian said I'm sorry. His face said all I needed to say.
He didn't have to say it.
And which of those two is more forgiven? You know what I mean? Like the one who reluctantly on the 100th time finally said the words?
I'm sorry. Yeah. I get it. And I think you're right. And I think it's one of, I'd much rather have a soft-hearted child that, hey, it can, because that can be molded, and that's beautiful. Mm-hmm. That's what you want. Yeah. Versus the child that barely ever does any introspection, looks inside and says, maybe it's me.